What's going on, guys? It's Coach Mac back here once again, not only helping you with basketball, but helping you with life. So if you remember, last video we talked about confidence and what I believe to be the biggest difference between a good player and a great player. So I want to continue throughout the rest of the week talking about the importance of confidence, because I believe, and I've seen through experience, that confidence is one of the biggest things that young athletes struggle with. And so it's so important that I want to spend the rest of the week talking about it. So I want to ask you, have you ever thought of the reason why you might not be confident? And I have my reasons as to why, but first of all, I hope that you have done your homework, or that you've done some self-reflection time and have try to question yourself on why you might not be confident. But I want to talk about why I believe that you might not be confident and how to gain confidence. And one reason why I believe you may not be confident is because you may not be prepared. So I want to talk about how to gain confidence. And my people who are like, I need help, I'm struggling with confidence, I need your help, help me. I'm going to give you 3 things as to what I believe that you can do to help gain confidence. And the first thing is becoming a student of the game. I remember as I was growing up, my dad would always say, he calls me Pook, and he was like, Pook, you need to become a student of the game. You need to watch film. And so last week I did a video on how to become a student of the game. I don't think I used that terminology, but it's the same thing. I think I used how to make the game of basketball easy. And so the way you make the game of basketball easy is becoming a student of the game. So you need to be watching film, remember, on other people. And one of the reasons why you need to watch film on other people is because if I'm watching basketball, then there might be something that happens in a game that comes back up again in your practice or game, and you've seen it before. So you may know how to react, and you may know how not to react. So you need to be watching other people play. This is just an example of becoming a student of the game. I remember when I was an 8th grader and I was playing varsity, and it was the game before we were going to state. So we had to win in order to make it to state. And I hadn't played much that game. I played a little at the beginning. I made some mistakes, but then at the end, coach put me in. And so I was running point, and our starting point guard at the time, she was going to be playing the 2. She was also known as our 3-point shooter. And so I think we were down by 3. And so we needed a 3, and she was known as a 3-point shooter. So coach, I remember being in the huddle, and coach drew up a play and my job was to get her the ball. So I wasn't nervous. I was in 8th grade, but if it was at the beginning of the game, I probably would have been nervous. But no, it was at the end of the game, so I had some time to relax. Plus, I worked hard, so I was prepared for the moment, and I looked forward to those moments. But anyway, I remember that I was in the game, and I remember right before we were playing that night, I had watched, I want to say UConn play. They had played somebody. I can't remember who it was, but I remember they were in the exact same situation, and a girl, she was coming down court, and they needed a 3-pointer to tie the game. And so she shot the ball, and she was right within the 3-point line, and she shot a 2. And so that came to my memory as coach was drawing up the play. So I was thinking in my head, I was like, if the play is not there, then I have to shoot a 3 because we have to tie the ball game up. So I remember we were going, the ball had been thrown in. I had the ball at the top of the key. I was looking for her to come off a double screen from down below the goal, and the defense was on her. So I was like, oh crud, like time is running down. I have to shoot this shot. And so I remember I was right within the 3-point line, and I did a step back and I took the shot. The 3, this was my only 3 that I had taken the whole season, because as I was playing in high school and college, 3s weren't really my game. But I remember I was like, I got to get behind this 3-point line, because I watched the game last night and the girl thought that she needed a 2 when in reality, she needed a 3. And fortunately for me and my team, it worked out to where I hit the 3. But if I would not have been watching basketball the night before and had seen that, then I very well could have as well did what she did and shot the 2 instead of the 3, and we would have lost by 1 point. The second thing I talked about last week, how to make the game of basketball easy, is you need to be watching film on yourself. This is also talking about how to become a student of the game. So first thing is you need to become a student of the game. Second thing you need to do is you need to let the game come to you, as if you're looking to build your confidence. A lot of times when you are in a game, you're excited, you've been looking forward to this game all week, you might not have played well last time, or you play well and you can't wait for the next game. So that means that your adrenaline is high, and it's not smart and it's not wise to get up there and to try to force the game. So say the ball has been tipped off, you come down, shoot a 3. That's probably not what your coach is looking for, because you can get that shot pretty much any time throughout the game. So I would suggest that you start off playing good defense, get a steal, get a stop, and then get an easy layup or some easy free throws. And this will allow you to ease yourself into the game. So that will build your confidence as well. And number 3 is very, very, very important. I think I've done a video on this before, but I just want to reiterate it, is you need to practice like you play. You do not need to take practice lightly. As a matter of fact, when I was going into college, I made a promise to myself. Once those college practices started, I would practice harder than I played. Now, that doesn't mean that I relaxed in the game. No, I wanted the game to be easy. And I said, in order for the game to be easy, I need to bust my tail at practice. And I practiced so hard, so much so that my coach had to tell me to relax. She was like, hey, you got to chill out. You're going to be hurt for the game. So yeah, practice is so important. Is not to be taken lightly. So number 1, you need to become a student of the game to build your confidence. The second thing you need to do is you need to let the game come to you. And then number 3 is you need to practice like you play. And I believe that practice is so important. Then unless something happens, I'm going to tell you how you need to be practicing next video. And show me a prepared player and I will show you a confident player. So do these things and I guarantee you that it will boost your confidence. So as always, I hope this helps.